Number one intent of small talk. The one and only rule. Here's the problem with small talk in general. There are a lot of misinterpretations regarding it. One of the reasons for the misinterpretations is because of sitcoms. Typically, whenever you're seeing someone small talking, it's too random. They're talking about the weather, someone's shoes, their job in a disparate sort of way. I'm about to share the most important idea in this book. Get ready. Ready? All right. Great. The number one intent of small talk is to go into the interaction to find similarities with the other person. Let me say that again. The number one intent of small talk is to go in with the intention of finding similarities with the other person. This is how we're going to navigate small talk. I'm pretty sure a bunch of questions are coming to your mind. The first line of questioning is, why do we have to look for similarities? Why not look for differences as well? The reason why is because whenever we're talking to strangers, they have this guard up. And if we present differences to them from the beginning, their guard is going to rise. If we go in with the intention of finding similarities, we get them to bring their guard down. People like people they see themselves in. The second reason we want to find similarities with the other person is because it gives us direction. Let's go back to the misinterpretation regarding small talk. What's the weather like? I like your shoes. How tall are you? These are sporadic questions. They don't share a theme. But if you have the theme of finding similarities with the other person, you give your mind guidance. Talking about the weather isn't bad, it only becomes bad when you're aimlessly bringing it up. Talking about the weather is strategic in the following scenario. Let's say it's raining outside. You ran from your car into the elevator. You see someone else in the elevator who's also wet. A good way to make small talk with this person is to say, "Looks like neither one of us escaped the rain's wrath." This shows that you've spotted a similarity. But wait, Armani, let's say I live in Florida and I run into an Eskimo. How the heck am I going to find similarities with an Eskimo? Both of you are in Florida, so there's some common ground. Hey, what's an Eskimo doing in Florida? All joking aside, every now and then, you're going to go in with the intention of finding common ground with the other person. But this person is way different than you. You guys have very little to nothing in common. Was this interaction a failure? Nope. This is the perfect time to understand something. You've thus far been conversing with this fellow for 10 minutes in the hopes of finding a similarity. Even though you didn't find any common ground, your questions had congruency. I'm pretty sure that within this 10-minute conversation, you've discovered a lot about this other person, and a lot of organic conversation emerged. This path is better than if you spent the 10 minutes asking random questions without a theme. Without the theme, your mind would have been in confusion. This would have translated into strange body language. The main intent of small talk is to find commonalities with the other person. This allows our questions to have a theme, and this allows us to build the foundation that we can add upon. If you don't find any themes with the other person, that's completely fine. At least the initial intention allowed you to get to know more about this fellow. This intention allows you to be presented with information that you were not initially expecting. Now, you could proceed on to the conversation from there.